Welcome back, everybody! TeD Cup 10, Group C. Fun day so far.
Yes, it has been. We've had a couple of good games here so far. Pretty one-sided series all in all, to be honest. Lin, first of all, rocking the waters, defeating Foggy there. Kaho then winning once and a second time as well. Kaho beats Lin, forcing him down to the lower bracket. And now we're going to determine the opponent of Lin in the decider match. It's going to be our boy Foggy. Foggy Potter from the Ukraine. Currently living in, I forgot. Wait, where? Georgia?
Exactly.
Yeah. And trying his luck here once again. We have seen him do very well in Asian competitions in the past. But it's a tough road for him today.
Oh boy, is there. Meteor looked better than expected in his lower bracket match versus Kaho. And Lin is waiting in the final stage of the tournament. That's brutal.
Yeah, that's a test of strength if ever I've seen it. I've seen one. But, you know, maybe he can do it. Kaho did before against Lin as well, right? He's got some positive role models to look towards. But of course there Lin was being a little bit cheeky, trying a couple of weird builds. But he has what one could see as a little bit of a confidence booster opponent. Normally, a match against Meteor should be an easy win for Foggy. A couple of weeks back, we were kind of concerned for Foggy's shape, but as he ramped up his practice again to get ready for Rara Land, we saw also great improvement from him once more. And then in the main qualifier, he looked very convincing, with also other matches against Human with aggressive plays, with Huntresses and so on. Meteor, a good player in his own right, but will have to play this one a bit better if he hopes to advance, at least one round.
Foggy just shall not underestimate his opponent, and then he should be fine. His matchup versus Human. Foggy destroyed Hawk in this matchup in the Rara Land qualifier. 3-0. There was no chance. Absolutely no chance for Hawk. So Meteor has to play better than that. I do have some lags. I hope it's not the same for everyone. Well,
I'm not having any lags, but Angeline maybe as well.
Yes, bug. Maybe a rehost? Ping? 355? Okay, maybe the wrong routing was selected. New sub, Lonely Driver 000. Thank you for the 9 month. When will War 3 champions undertake Warcraft 3 development? Well, I don't think they ever will, but they will continue to improve. That's for sure. So you should always play there and not on the Battle.net ladder because, you know, War 3 champions, the ladder where wins matter. But I was lurking around the Hive Workshop. Whenever it's patch time, I spend a lot of time in the Hive Workshop Discord to see, you know, if at least they get some improvements here and there, which is not the case. So not only is the ladder screwed, also the custom games are screwed, and also the campaign is screwed, and also the editor is screwed. But the Hive Workshop guys are so frustrated that they started to build their own thing, which is pretty exciting.
Like their own editor, you mean?
No, their own Warcraft environment. Everything.
Okay, pretty cool. So it's their own client, sort of.
It's basically their version of War 3 Champions for editing and custom games, you could say.
Okay, interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Blizzard cannot be relied upon anymore. I mean, if there was one lesson to be learned over the last couple of years, I think that's the one. But we are still here, and we shall remain.
Exactly. Show me the lizards, show me the wizards. You know what that is about, right? But I also recruited. I made some friends over at the Hive Workshop Cup, which might benefit War 3 Champions and Melee Warcraft in the future. More to come when things are done. Huh? What is that supposed to mean? Okay, for me everything was fine, but apparently for the rest it wasn't.
Alrighty. Yeah, I haven't had any lags here at the moment.
Nope, me neither. Foggy now with a 10,000 ping. Nice. Okay, we're looking for a different server then. Tomorrow we got TeD Cup group, or another TeD Cup group, as well as an ESL Meisterschaft game in the evening. So double trouble tomorrow again.
Hells yeah, Meisterschaft finally continuing.
Yes.
It had a bit of a break thanks to the plentiful bugs that we had thanks to the patch, but now it's time to catch up. I think players are still deliberating between them where they're going to be playing this weekend, right? I think it's not all finalized yet.
No. There's one game though, and that game, who was it? Was it TeD versus Leon? I think so. And Edo versus Ente as well, as far as I can see.
Nice.
It's very nice, very nice. TeD versus Leon. Yep, your right side. Okay, we're testing again. Foggy has a solid ping of 10,000 still. Or 400. I have the...
and north.
Yes, I have, you know, I got a feeling that it's more about Foggy's internet than the server. This seems to be a Foggy problem. So, today is Friday. Remo, you know what happens on Friday. All the new albums and music gets released. That's why it's called New Music Friday.
Friday.
Exactly. That one was also released on Friday. And whenever I wear the shirt of the band Dillinger Escape Plan, you would hate them. I get a lot of comments because it's a sort of metal-ish band, and the metal fans are always very supportive of their bands when they see them somewhere. And today, there's a new album from a band called the Callous Dow Boys, and they are very similar to the Dillinger Escape Plan. So to all the Dillinger Escape Plan fans out there, listen to the Callous Dow Boys. It's mathcore, not metal. I'm talking to the general audience. And if I tell the general audience that it's mathcore, do you think they understand? For their ears, it's some sort of metal, which it is. If you're too stubborn on genres, won't lead you anywhere.
Fair enough. Give it a try, boys. I've tried metal many times, I must say. It's just not for me. There has been one somewhat interesting development in general pop culture recently, which I have seen interesting reactions to. So tell me, what is your reaction, Neo? As you must have noticed, lots of young girls nowadays love wearing the old school Iron Maiden shirts and stuff. There were also other bands, right? Iron Maiden and...
Metallica, Nirvana.
Metallica, yeah. Oh, did Metallica also have those skeletons and stuff and all the...
No, but the logo
Morbid.
is very, very metal-y.
Yeah, but especially like the Iron Maiden logos and so on. Like I said, lots of youth nowadays, especially young girls, are wearing those nowadays. And I've seen so many people on the internet getting very upset about that. And also some friends of mine legit saying, why are they wearing these? They would never listen to their music. Blah,
Tell me your favorite song if you wear the t-shirt. What's your favorite song?
Well, how dare they? How is it their right? And that was the first time ever I saw all the whiny nerd boys suddenly going for this argument, which I find ridiculous to begin with, which is cultural appropriation. Saying, well, this is our thing. We are this group that like this, and we like this stuff. So actually, we can use it. Blink, blink. But you cannot, which I find so stupid and so dumb.
With everything, there is a lot of shade to it, and it's not all black and white, so some stuff is okay, some stuff is not. But if it's about band shirts, I'm very happy about everyone wearing a band shirt. And if you listen to it because you buy that shirt, that's maybe one new rock fan, and we have very few rock fans in the world currently. So for me, it's just promo of good music, whether you love the music of the band that you listen to, or you just wear it for fashion, I don't give a rat's ass.
Yeah, I always, excluding people and gatekeeping is always kind of weird. So guys, if you could try not to do that, that'd be wonderful. But we have a game coming up here this time. Oh, no, I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah, Foggy could hardly control anything.
You know what? On
What?
these conditions, I think I could beat Foggy.
On a good day.
On a good day. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate.
Foggy was struggling to set up his base build, so that's not a good start.
Metal fans are very good at gatekeeping. They also gatekeep metal made in this millennium. Very true. Metal fans are horrible. And that goes for rock fans in general. They get also very obsessed with certain bands, which is also not always a good thing. But yeah, the rock music gatekeeping, I 100% agree. Not good, not helpful.
Yeah, maybe this is a music thing in general. Like, I'm not so, as you know all too well, I'm not so involved in the rock or metal scene. But also you can see this in hip-hop, where people say, well, they only listen to new school hip-hop and they don't appreciate the culture that runs back, decades, right? And they only listen to Post Malone and stuff. And then they try to be elitist in a subgenre in rap, if you will, which is also strange. Can't we all just enjoy music in general and then appreciate different people for different tastes? Why do we have to be so self-centered?
For once, Remo, I'm 100% with you. Post Malone, very good guy, very good musician, by the way. You know that at one of his concerts, The Undertaker came on stage and gave him a choke slam.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, I like him as a guy. I don't like his music so much, but everybody's taste is different.
That is correct. He has a guy who keeps his fridge filled and brings him beer whenever he wants to. That's the one job that guy has.
Bro, if you have eternal riches, wouldn't that be a good expenditure of your wealth? I think so.
I'm 100% with you.
And always keep that stock, that fridge filled with fuel and holy energy, of course.
Exactly. Especially since
55-month resub says Rara Land, 1 month hype.
Yes, even less now. Even less. Like Snoop Dogg has a blunt roll on his payroll. True. So yeah, we're still you're on the player slot, Mr. Demo Man, currently.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
By all of our culture talks. All right, they're debating something right now.
And we have no idea what that is.
Because it is in Chinese.
Correct.
Foggy's obviously having issues with his connection. Earlier, weirdly, it seemed all fine. Just now, it's still spiking.
Do you think he tried to turn his computer on and off again?
Reset the router, maybe? Pull out the USB plug, maybe? Pull out the Ethernet cable?
Are you maybe on Wi-Fi, Foggy?
I think he just started in random, so now he might be random.
We try something now. Speaking of trying, our partner Holy Energy just released his iced tea. Not only energy anymore. Did you try that already, Remo?
I have not yet. I'm saving it for a momentous occasion. Like maybe when this game finally starts.
You could get a real tea, including boiling water and stuff. Because it seems like we have quite some time.
I may have the time to gather the herbs outside, Geralt of Rivia style. And brew a potion until this game starts.
Yep. Remo waiting for the holy ice beer.
Has that ever been fashionable?
Ice beer? I like my beer
with
cold.
Beer with ice cubes? No, not really, right?
Oh, they always tried to do that to us when we were in China. Ice, you know, and you're, no, don't put ice in my beer, it waters down, bro.
I know. The sad thing is, even without the ice cubes, it is very watered down beer to begin with, so it's not the best.
So, Foggy's ping got better. This is supposed to be a test, I guess.
Oh yeah, we're still testing.
Oh, are we testing?
Testing the ins and outs, testing the what's it called? The nuts and bolts, as if we were engineers working at a car workshop.
Nuts and bolt testers.
Covered in grease.
This looks like a buck to me. Guys, anything you want to know? Anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to throw at us? Now's the chance. We got plenty of time. Plenty of time.
We want to throw vegetables at you. Where's the game? Alrighty, and we restart.
Yep. I need a macro for that.
Yeah.
Close War 3 Champions, close Battle.net, open Battle.net, open War 3 Champions. Can't be that hard. I think
we have to ask CORSAIR for a new mouse. You know, like one of those World of Warcraft mice with 40 buttons for 40 macros.
Or you just use a Stream Deck from Elgato because that's the CORSAIR sister company.
But we have to be relatable to the fans, Neo. Every one of our viewers needs a mouse. How many of you have a Stream Deck? Some of you will, but most don't.
If you're a streamer, you definitely should.
You know, that's Neo again for you. Like, elitist 1%, only thinking of the rich. Goddamn, Neo. Unbelievable.
The rich? What percentage of all streamers are rich? Probably 0.003%.
And what percentage of all Twitch viewers are streamers? Less than 1%. There you go.
There we go. How old are you, Neo? 33.
Goddamn, Neo. Voting for the FTP again.
Before that happens, right? Like, I don't know what has to happen for that to be even a possible.
Yeah, look at him pretending to be a man of the people again. Incredible.
Dude, I gotta say, I voted for the wrong party this time. I was very clear. But I made a mistake. I had the best intentions. Went wrong. Happens.
All right. Let's get into the game. Wait, is it working this time?
And is it just a test?
Oh, testy test. Shout out to our sub testy test. Are you here right now, bro? This would be the perfect moment for you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We need the power of the test. No, I think we're good. Folks, I think we're good. I think we got a game here.
We got a game to our hands. The bracket looks as follows at the moment. Kao is already through the winner bracket. Lin is waiting in the lower bracket final, and his opponent will be determined now between these two fine fellas. We thought Foggy is out of his slump and on the rise again. Lin kind of knocked him down, but he's the clear favorite now against Meteor. If you look at the win rate against the other players' race, Foggy 77% versus Human, Meteor 24% versus Night Elf. This is a clear indicator. Foggy, let's go. We want the rematch versus Lin.
Let's go do it. Let's go do it. Foggy's the big favorite here. Is he going to play Warden? Yes, he is. Oh, very nice. Big fan of the Warden. She's always very flashy. Not playable on all maps anymore. But here she certainly is. You know, the Night Elves, they love nature. They love the green. Test? Wait, what?
No, I think... Wait. I think everybody's playing seriously, are they not? This is match. Okay, no test. Yeah, TeD laying down the hammer. Enough with the waiting. Enough with the talks. It's all about games and winning. All
right. Like I said, Night Elves love the nature. They love green. Mm-hmm. And, you know, we have a green party in Germany. They don't like atomic energy so much. do you think about atomic energy?
That is a way too long of an argument to be held here in a match where we have Warden versus Mountain King. That should be more exciting than my uneducated opinion about atomic energy. Nuclear energy.
I think they call it nuclear energy, right? Yeah, I mean, of course, we're all not experts, but it wouldn't have taken an hour. But okay, fair enough.
You don't know me, dude.
Warden starts off with Periapt. Helps a bit with Moonwell region, but certainly not the greatest. And a clean creep by Foggy. Sometimes in the early game this can be pretty annoying if the Shadow Priest gets stolen. But that was not the case here. MK Fast Expo is the norm on this map for Human. As a counter to the Warden, go for the instant expansion and then be aggressive, oftentimes with boots, before the Warden has all her scary levels.
Foggy's movement, dodging the Mountain King quite well with that dodging the first Stormbolt. But Meteor sees it now. So what's the target, Foggy? Is it the workers? Is it the footmen? Is it both?
Oh, try to deny, but the poison tick, the poison sting, takes that one out too fast. But the peasants with that should be safe. Nice base build. With the tower and the town hall, the peasants can be saved between the buildings. Foggy gonna fall back while taking up himself and certainly starting the counter expansion in a moment. There it is. This one probably can't be stopped without an Archmage.
Alrighty. Warden also not accelerating too much, not too many targets here, but it's a lot about the staff, it's all about boots later maybe, and super important to get the staff here for Foggy. No problem with that at all. Can of course be cancelled with the Stormbolt, but that's also mana. We got the Shadow Priest, we got the Berserker, we got the Engine of War in position. So far, so clean.
Foggy was trying to bait the MK to run back to defend, but Meteor didn't fall for it, so Foggy plays it safe, staffing towards the creeping. Good repositioning of his units. He knows the MK will be coming from the south, doesn't want to overexpose them, as he gets a bit more experience. Losing the Berserker especially would be very painful, but that one should survive. But there will be a prize claimed by the MK, gets the Shadow Priest. There's level 2, and honestly, that little bit of bash help is a big deal.
Yeah, good damage, good disable. Also can hope for a bash during the Warden's staff. And the Ancient of War, not looking too good at all, just dies. So much for the clean part of Foggy's game.
Can he still creep the natural without the Ancient of War? I think he should be able to, especially with the Tree of Life. Yeah, should be. No problem, but there will be no AOW there later to protect the expansion if a push should come. And that's the question that Meteor has to ask himself. Does he want to go for a tier 2 push with rifles and most likely Archmage second? Or is he going to take it way late? Go tier 3 and mass air. Also a style we've seen here before.
Alright. That deny finally works. Level 3 Warden unlocked. We have a blacksmith, we have a shop, we have a tech coming. Foggy is already on tier 2. Get some, I was about to say bonus experience, but very early panda for him.
Yeah, that signifies to me that he's expecting mass air. Against the mass air, you really need a panda on high levels. Whereas against the tier 2 style, you can try to level up the Warden first, and if she ever gets level 5, that's normally the win condition. Oh, Warden looking for a bit more trouble to be done. He finds the Creepjack. Very nice game sense, and that's gonna be quite a few footies going down here, I believe.
Yo, has to call Mercs, but they're getting greeted with the Shadow Strike. Shadow Priest can heal himself against it. There is at the moment no Stormbolt at all. Meteor has to hope for some bashes. There's the first one. But I guess he's still gonna get the Berserker, is he? On the cost of a blink? Ooh, yeah, has to be denied again. Ouch!
That's a good deny. Lots of experience being prevented, but still lots of units going down in the end, even if the experience doesn't go to Foggy. There was 2 footies and 2 mercs down the drain. MK cleans up the camp finally. Lots of claws, but not level 3 yet. Will be in a moment though, and soon we'll see what comes up here. Oh, Ironforged Sword upgrades. So that would signify tier 3, I think.
It's also the upgrade for Dragonhawks, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, could play Mass Dragonhawks.
Yeah, I think so. If it was tier 2 push, would probably be rifle upgrades, but it is tier 3 with Dragonhawks indeed. Mass Dragonhawks, Alchemist second, and Blood Mage third. With the strat we see quite a bit of with MK first on this map, and in the past also on Terranas stand. On Terranas it was super strong.
Yo.
Here a little bit less so. Who was the one who came up with that, by the way? I'm not even sure.
I know that Fortitude played it a lot against Foggy and GCS, and then Foggy countered with the Tinker. That was one of the first competitive impacts of Swarm Rockets. But I don't know if he was the first. I mean, it's always, you know, X3 Demon is appearing. Oh, in the beta tournament in 2001, there was the brother of Tillerman's sister, who was also watching his dog, yada yada. But I would give it to Fortitude. In recent, well, it's 8 years ago recent, you know, in this era.
We're gonna see Fortitude soon when he's gonna be playing in Group A. Day after tomorrow, I think? Something like that. Meteor is trying to cancel the Entangle Goldmine. That would have bought him a lot of time, but it was just a little bit too late. Foggy's expansion finished. Now we have the Ukrainian fully mining tier 2 reached. Dryads coming. Full map control here now on the Night Elf side. And this is where Foggy wants to level up this panda as quick as he can.
Level 2 is already fine. This is definitely gonna be... Oh, is it level 3? With the Nightcrawler already dead? Should be. Castle Tech also on the way. And there we go. On the dot. Mountain King, little too late to steal something. Gets an archer for his efforts. But yeah, you gotta run now. Without boots, without staff. This will be quite some damage.
Or in the meantime was able to heal up at least a little bit, but it's gonna definitely need some more Moonwells. Moonstone use as well, Clarity running. Moonjuice definitely a bit on the lower side, but should be soon made up for. Foggy is fully mining lots of resources now, and is not wasting time. Oh no, he is going back to no upkeep. Was an upkeep there for just a second. He wants to gather a bit more resources first. This is what I was talking about. Very strong now is Foggy. On tier 2, full map control. He's trying to creep up as much as he can. He could take out the enemy Murloc camp. He could take out the northern marketplace. And if he gets Panda level 5, beating that with mass air is extremely hard to do.
Yeah, I wouldn't know how to do it. Also, the tank transition then not too easy against the Breath of Fire. We're playing the old version of Echo Isles, by the way. So, limited amount of creeps. Not much left to begin with. Warden, not the most impactful. Oh, that's an unlucky end snare for Meteor.
And Foggy's doing it exactly right. He's taking all the experience away, makes it very tough for Meteor to get anything done. He doesn't have his third Aviary, by the way. Doesn't he need 3? He's also not banking 3.
Knights.
Oh! Knights and Dragonhawks.
Okay, not too sure if I'm a huge fan, but they will have longevity with Alchemist. Can be secured with Banish.
Yeah, normally the goal with the strategy is you mass Dragonhawks, and then you destroy the only thing that can deal with Dragonhawks. And you can't go Archers because, you know, Clap and all that. So you have to go Dryads. So what you want to do is double down on killing to the Dryads. You have Dragonhawks already, and if you feel like that's not enough, sometimes we see Frag Shard Mortar teams as well, which have known to be very good against Dryads. But here it's instead Knights. Oh, Alchemist, by the way, was getting jumped by the Warden. Window found by Foggy to try to punish the opponent, but also Stormbolt received to the face. Has to blink out. Yeah, all that is to say, Knights not that good against Dryads, really.
Yeah.
But they do have overlapping attack upgrades at least.
And they're pretty sturdy against Breath of Fire. They're pretty sturdy in general.
Yeah. If Foggy micros on A-click, I think they could be good. But if he target fires against the Dragonhawks, they might not look so good.
Also trying to counter with hippos now. Hippos and bears, as if this is an FFA game.
Oh, hippos?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not a big fan, to be honest.
No, I don't like that at all.
It also, not even on paper, makes any sense.
Yeah, he's hoping to overwhelm the Dragonhawks. We sometimes see Night Elves try to also play Dark Ranger third for silence.
Yep. That could work.
The AoE is not so big though. If the human spreads out, it's normally not that good. Yeah, I think I never like hippos against this style. I think you can never get enough, and shackles are just so good.
You could.
I've seen Lawlight before play like fairy dragons, which was kind of interesting, but hippos
could play Panda to interrupt the shackles, no? Panda Tinker.
Yeah, but that means the Panda takes forever to get level 5. All right, one shackle already found a kill. Here come the next two. Oh, I think Foggy made a big mistake going for hippogriffs.
Yeah, this strat is not online yet. Whatever he wanted to do. Siphon, pretty decent. Staff is online. Mountain King has so much mana to work with against the heroes. Weird position. Very, very nice for the Dragonhawks. They can shackle whatever comes in as a reinforcement. And they can roam freely while these Dryads are just getting picked apart. Should be the next shackle. Yep, there we go. And Foggy is losing pretty much his entire army and the expo.
Foggy had a good start. And he's about to lose all of it. Also, he gave up a heal scroll. There's no way you should ever give up a heal scroll with all the map control that you have there.
This is bad. This is real bad.
Yeah, and I'm so surprised, like, these hippogriffs, like, if the human really, really, really messes up, maybe they can work. But for that you have to expect for none of these 10 Dragonhawks to be using shackles.
Low chances for that. Maybe play the lottery instead. Level 4 Warden, okay. No game changer as we have no Phantom Knives. Heal scroll is available on the Panda. Staff is on cooldown, so it's got to be a little careful. And these Dragonhawks are working. Meteor, 1100 gold, 80 pop. And he will just expand again.
Yeah, gotta be honest, I wasn't expecting this one. Foggy getting caught perhaps a bit off guard. His Warden here looking decent, but she didn't steal the show. Normally his Keeper nowadays looks a bit better, and with this expansion going down, this is pretty much game. Look at the Blood Mage in the main base. He is giga stuck here.
You know, a little time off after a successful battle, that's fine. It's like vacation in the forest, you know. That's basically his equivalent of touching grass.
He's touching trees, that's for sure. Alright, he's gonna be freed in a moment. And Meteor probably can't believe his luck right here. This was a super straightforward game. Just fast expand, run around a bit, keep the Warden busy, and then go for the tier 3 timing. Normally, this is never supposed to work this easily, ever.
Okay, finds the Blood Mage at least. Dragon Haze, Breath of Fire. That's a kill, but only on level 1, not the end of the world. Yeah, Foggy has to play some sick hit and run to somehow get back into this game. Maybe an advantage for him that Meteor is not expanding bottom right and fortify it. And now, as I say it, the boys are marching over.
The knight is stuck as well, by the way. This human base is having 2 traps.
You know. Yeah, this happens to the humans every single time I see them play. So I'm not surprised at all anymore.
And Meteor's just like, whatever. I'm missing 10 supply, I don't care. Here we go. Fighting into the Night of main base. That might be the best way for Foggy to come back, though.
Warden's dead.
Oh, okay, never mind. Well, Foggy, you gotta use the Moonwells, you know, that's...
Yeah, just stepped back with 60 HP and didn't use the Moonwells in time. Meteor was just waiting for it and takes the 1-0. Massive, massive strategic mistake by Foggy, and that leads to the W for the underdog.
Yeah, I think one thing perhaps that weighed heavier than we thought was the Ancient of War loss. With that thing, maybe the creeping of the expansion was tougher than normal, right? You had to use some more mana on the Panda, but still the expansion creep, all things considered, happened pretty quickly. I wonder how much ping was a problem. Foggy had issues earlier, but, well, the choice of going hippos had nothing to do with ping. That was just not the right call. Like, going hippos against Dragonhawks, that's like playing Frostworms against archers.
Yeah, that not supposed to work really. Currently Foggy on a 160 ping, which is not great. But yeah. Foggy's last lag. I told you, don't underestimate your opponent here. Meteor was playing solid against Kaho. Not bad at all. And the strategy works. Foggy gave him the opening and he executed it well. No fear at all. And the 1-0 here. Thank you, Andy, for the 18-month resub. Also, Murder for the 8-month resub.
Thank you, thank you. All right, but now it's time to shake off the dust. It's time to equalize this series. This map also really favors Foggy's style well. Foggy's a great Warden player. Don't get me wrong, but I think where he's much better is with the Keeper, with looking for openings, with coming in with Huntresses, with really causing some trouble. This is a great map for the Keeper. You get close to level 2 right away, you're close to the human's natural expansion, and you can normally always rely on plenty of damage being dealt. You don't have to go all in, but you can if you want, and you can counter expand normally pretty easily. Foggy, I have trust, I have faith in our Ukrainian boxer champion. This is where he brings it back.
Remo, a very faithful man. That's how we like it. Yeah, that's true. Will Meteor expand? When and where is the question? And Foggy, how heavily will he punish that with Entangle, with Treants? Okay. Yeah, definitely has to bring it back. He definitely has to play it more straightforward. And this is a more straightforward map. And Keeper it is. We're back on track, boys.
So most Night Elves normally go for the natural creep first. 1 or 2 archers creep that, get 188 experience on the Keeper, and then you need only 1 single peasant kill to get level 2. Or maybe a Watch Elemental or something. And it's normally fairly reliable. Foggy's going for the slower camp here, the safer one, the green one, that is not going to give him as much experience. So he might be behind towards level 2 right away. Is there an upside to creeping this cap instead of the natural? I have a tough time seeing it.
Maybe you can walk to the shop faster and easier?
Hunter's Hall? Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Okay,
Foggy
that's...
is ready to put his pedal on the metal.
That's what destroyed Hawk. And this might be something that Meteor isn't ready for because, you know, I think in China, or in Asia in general, nobody plays it the way Foggy plays it.
And it could also work out very well here against... Oh, Entangle first?
Yep.
Wait, that's not level 2, is it? No, needs a bit more after this creep camp. Oh, Detonate would be so huge on the Watch Elemental to get level 2.
Oh, that's the
That
plan.
would be absolutely perfect.
There's also another Footman herd. There's 2 Entangles. Yeah, that's definitely level 2.
So important. This deny is so important. Oh, gets it.
Oh, the Detonate now. Here it comes. Can't be prevented. Hello, Treants.
Okay, Watch Elemental has to be summoned. Has to take out 1 Treant to get the level 2. But first putting damage on the Keeper. So far, this isn't too painful for Meteor. It's been 1 footy kill only so far. This might still change, of course. All right, there we go. First peasant dies. Second peasant will fall. Meteor has to be a bit faster with this peasant micro.
Yeah, Peasant Farming Simulator is in full force again. That's number 3 soon. Foggy has to move back a little bit to use the Moonwells to the fullest and then come back with a handful of hunts, because mass hunts, that's what's coming.
And this is the difficulty with this creep route. The Archmage is going to be very low level for a long time. Militia Cult in the main base still dies to the Treant. The mechanics a bit lacking here for Meteor. If he had been better with this control, this should have been way fewer peasants going down.
Got the staff. Foggy. Moonwells are in time. Not forgetting about that one. Treants are dealt with, but yeah, far, far, far away from 3, which is absolutely necessary. Meteor sees there might be something brewing. Builds a lumber mill, so he can go guard towers, but that's about it. And Keeper is back already.
Peasant kills early game, it's like we've seen so many times before, super impactful, and it's a big delay. This game is looking good for Foggy. We're gonna have so many Huntresses out here soon. It's gonna be hard to hold for Meteor. He calls the militia from the main base. He timed that fairly well, but again, the peasants feeling the pain. Keeper needs to be careful now. He doesn't have that TP anymore.
Staff is also on cooldown. Has to walk it off. Man, poor humans versus Foggy. This feels pretty similar to how Undead plays against human. Just all-out aggression early on, whether it's DK, Skeletons, Lich, Crypt Lord, whatever. And this matchup here against Night Elf was, one could argue, a relatively peaceful one. Where you can get to tier 3 and play it tier 3 versus tier 3, you know, big fights. And here comes Foggy, kind of reinventing this matchup, just straight up rushing with an all-in strat. That feels bad.
And it's working out absolutely perfectly here so far for Foggy. More Huntresses coming, even Wisps on the way, and this expansion seems to be a goner. Archmage wasn't in position to defend, although he should have known it's mass hunts coming.
Doesn't change too much, though.
And the execution definitely lacking a bit by Meteor. He's not quite on the same level as the other players. We noticed that earlier. And yeah, this is level 3. The tower is broken. The peasants are dead. It's time for map 3.
One could say he plays mediocre.
Well, that's a bit rough. Mediocre is like 1700 MMR. That's a bit mean.
You know, because his name is Meteor, you know.
Yeah, I get it. Foggy's just picking up more and more kills. Yeah, this matchup and many human matchups, it's very tricky to play it perfectly early on. If you don't micro correctly, if you take too much damage, if you lose a few too many workers or footies, the quick punish can come in.
Yeah, this is almost unholdable. Love how Foggy always had some spread units across, constantly put damage on them, don't give him a chance to build this tower. Nice preparation for this Huntress push to come, even with little mana, but the APs will do it, the Hunts will do it. He's still macroing up, he's still producing more Hunts. That's very, very, very effective.
One last stand from the militia from the main base. Lots of workers called there. Oh, one Huntress. Oh my god, nicely saved. Last second. In the meantime, Archmage took some damage as well. Meteor's gonna have to tap out. GG. And Meteor needs to play that a little bit cleaner.
Foggy's Wrath. This felt like a little anger fuel, but this is just the way he plays it. Better humans have also struggled with this playstyle, and there doesn't seem to be the greatest answer to it yet.
Creep level 3 and played more cleanly, and then you can hold that. I mean, of course, it's hard to hold the Huntress all in, but it is doable. We've seen it before. Chimiko did it, Sok did it, and yeah, it is a possibility. Mercenary camps help tremendously. Many merc camps nowadays are not found on the maps anymore, but for our next one, the third one, Last Refuge, it certainly is.
Okay. We are ready. Players are ready. We're about to kick this game off. Nice and easy. Finally. After getting it started. You know, that helped. Okay. No bugs anymore. Decision time. Foggy catching up. Equalizing. One step away from the rematch versus Lin. And Last Refuge. Will Foggy play the keeper here? Is it a Beastmaster? Is he having a whole different idea of what's happening? Nobody knows, but we'll figure this out in a second. And then we got Remo Demo back as well, as our communication tool crashed a little bit, but I guess connection has been re-established and the game goes on. Hello, Remo.
Hello. I was wondering. There we are. Back again. Not only Foggy's connection is a bit iffy today, also apparently Discord having a bit of a giggle, mate. Yeah, we're not playing on EO East 5 here, by the way. We're playing on one of the Chinese servers where Foggy's ping is at least stable, but it is pretty high. That is a difficulty here that Foggy has to work with. In addition,
Foggy.
And he's going to play a Tavern Hero build as well. Always what I love to see. Love seeing the Beastmaster. We saw it earlier by Kaho, who almost was beaten by Meteor. But We'll see how he fares now.
Exactly. Question in chat. Raptor Gaming? The old Raptor Gaming? I guess new leadership. But apart from that, yes, the old Raptor Gaming. It's back, and Remo is a proud member of the Raptor Gaming team.
Hell yeah.
When did you play the last clan war for them?
A lot of Raptor bros coming to the Rara land. Last clan war. It's been a while. It's been a little bit longer than my last ladder game. It's also been a little while.
Speaking of Rara land, the merch store is up. I'll show it to you after the game. Time for t-shirts. Am I right, boys?
We all need t-shirts every now and then.
A player's forces are under attack.
Every now and then. Okay, Ring of Protection. By the way, did you notice that Meteor is always positioning his town portal bottom right?
I am now. Interesting.
Yeah, if we had like a map that hides the player names and the people have to guess who is playing, that would be the Meteor indicator.
Yeah, kind of a dead giveaway. I think nobody does. I know some players put it bottom left.
Yeah.
But I've never seen it bottom right.
Thank you, TamTam, for the sub to Wuzai, and thank you, Burrow Rush, for the bits. TamTam, one of the hosts of the beautiful German Warcraft podcast, Podlust. Can't wait for the new episode tomorrow. Shout out.
Foggy also here with the good reaction. Upon scouting the Beastmaster build, the humans normally don't want to expand, but rather be aggressive with the Archmage and make creeping off the Merc camp either very tough or impossible. Earlier against Kaho, we saw that the Ancient of War did indeed fall in the end. That made the game quite rough. Quite rough, man, indeed. Foggy gets to level 2, he got the sentries, but he's not going to contest the Murloc, so lots of experience going to the AM.
Yeah. Around level 2.3 then, Beastmaster's moving closer towards the middle. Once again by Meteor. Very early defend against this. So Quill Beasts are less impactful than they would be. So now, can Meteor steal this last hit? That would be massive, but he's not even trying.
Big Invul Potion picked up, always a good item.
A player's forces are under
I
attack.
think Big Mana would have actually been better. Normally Big Mana, not something that Night Elves love so much, but for the Beastmaster it can be really good. And in fact, the Big Invul is sold for mucho dineros. And that might be even better. I think I like that play by Foggy a lot. It's all about getting that tier 3 and bears out quickly.
Yeah, could help, but I mean, whatever Meteor is playing hero-wise, it's always very calculatable, and if you play it correctly, you shouldn't be in a position where you really need the big Invul Potion, because not too much damage is going towards your hero, so accelerating the tech, accelerating the rest of the infrastructure, like lores, etc., or getting a staff or something, is more helpful. I agree.
Creeping the last bit of the camp with the Beastmaster and the Bear. I really like the patience here by Foggy. Not risking the Ancient of War for a long time and going heavily into archers. Thinking back to Kaho's game earlier, he lost 2 archers in the early game, and then the push lost the other 2 archers very, very quickly. If you can keep these archers alive with upgrades, they will be a big help in the defense. Also, the Beastmaster second, I think, wasn't the best choice by Kaho. I think a Naga here would be much better for Foggy.
We'll see if he follows your advice. Could also be a panda, of course, but against the Blood Mage, that's always a problem. That's why Remo is suggesting the Naga, because she's very much mana independent. But
Strong mana independent woman.
Right on.
Oh, but it is the Demon Hunter. Okay, Foggy's still going for the Demon here, as he's getting pressured in the main base. This is a good attack, even if it's only the Archmage alone, as he doesn't want to risk the footies. Delaying the tier 3, delaying the bears, very valuable.
We got a Wand of Mana stealing this time, a little more helpful when it comes to summoning 2 bears at a time. But yeah, Demon Hunter is out, Lore's delayed for a bit, but never got cancelled, so he didn't lose much time, and he still has a fierce force here with all the archers. Interesting that he went Quilbies too, despite knowing that his opponent has defense, so must be of the opinion that he gets level 4 prior to the first big fight.
Yeah, it might also just be for mana efficiency right now. If it's just about creeping, Quillbeast might be a better usage of your mana.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Archmage!
ooh.
Oh!
Oh.
Yeah, it's very hard to do on this ping. Doesn't quite get this around, but forces him away. The lures will finally come as a Blood Mage has joined and creeping the lab. Oh, can he creep this with Militia? This is not that easy.
With defend, you get a little less damage. But yeah, Inner Fire, Ogre Mauler with probably Bloodlust somewhere. It's a strong camp.
It's definitely a bit of a rough one. He is going to get it in the end, but took some work. Book of the Dead for the Demon Hunter. Pops it right away.
Damn.
Of course, later on against the Priest with this won't be that good. Beastmaster still soaking up some of his experience. About to get level 4 himself.
Chat is saying, Blood Mage second for human and Beastmaster first for Night Elf must be a non-serious fun cup. Well, you missed quite some developments in the meta in the past 2.5 years, I'd say. This is, as weird as it sounds, it looks pretty normal these days.
Yeah. In this matchup, at least on this map, this is pretty much standard. I would still say that the Demon Hunter may not be the best choice, but maybe something new has happened there as well, where Foggy now likes the Demon Hunter so much. Always goes well with Bears and Orb and Rejuve. But yeah, the Blood Mage is gonna have great targets for the Siphon Mana because both of them are melee, of course.
Oh, Foggy with the bone chimes. That is lovely for bears. Zombie Mask on the other side. That's also pretty good. And level 3. Siphon Mana 2 is exquisite. And again, Meteor trying to go for this tier 2 push, I guess. But is there even an opening left still? Tier 3 is done. Bears are coming. Foggy in a solid position.
Yeah, he should be there already. He should be setting up towers already, but
Yeah.
the army isn't big enough. He doesn't have the cash. Why is he so broke?
Good question. By the way, it's Flame Strike 2, of course, not Siphon. Well, not of course, you have the choice between it, but against Bears, Flame Strike is very, very good. Also against Buildings. So now he's... No, he's not poking. He's playing a very slow game, Meteor is.
Foggy's getting ready for the base harass. I like that. Quillbeast and Bear summoned, and it's so hard to deal with these two summons. So much HP. Of course, there's an Arcane Tower here trying to take them out, but it's 1400 HP that he has to deal with.
Whoever is sitting in this Arcane Tower, he has to throw a lot of these Arcane Bolts if he wants to get rid of a bear. So yeah, forces the TP, got the Unholy Aura and the camp, thanks to Flame Strike, which enables fast creeping, of course. But Foggy just takes the red spot on the left-hand side. Cut Gas, Pipe, and Vamp Aura. This is the dream drops.
Yeah, amazing item for the Bears, also for the heroes. Absolutely wonderful. Foggy in a prime position here now to win this map and this series and move on. Game's far from over, of course, but... What's the win condition here for Meteor? He could try to go for a push, but if he does, I think it's gonna get slam jammed.
I like that he has a Sorceress a lot faster than in the game versus Kaho for exactly this purpose, as you just saw. Left-hand side, Bear intercepted, killed, Flame Strike, little bit of an overkill, but you know you gotta let this Brilliance Aura work for yourself as well. So if he does that like 20 more times, then he's in a good spot.
Oh, Demon Hunter staffing into the main base. Ready to commit heavy to this attack, and they're just gonna staff out. Peace.
Nice. Oh, this is so annoying, but this is so well played by Foggy. And now, the humans, they lock themselves in.
Oh, he built the wall to keep out the summons, and now he's stuck himself.
Yep.
Oh, that can't feel good. That can't feel good.
Nope, that workshop is also not finishing. In the meantime, Bears and Archers are creeping the turtle without even needing the support of heroes. Foggy, I think, did a fine comeback.
Yeah. Great play by Foggy. Looking good. Entirely skipping Dryads, by the way, this game. Just Archers into Bears. Would love to see marksmanship as well. Oh, but now the Archer's getting caught. Okay, this is the first good move for a while here for the human. And Foggy doesn't have... Oh no, he does have a telestaff to join the army if needed.
That flame strike was nice. Gets one more. Maybe the footman can block or the water elemental, or maybe that's not even necessary. Once again, the impact of slow. That was 2 bears down. All of a sudden, Meteor is somewhat back, but the harass just continues. Foggy sold the pipe? What? Why do you sell a pipe?
Ooh, that's like sacrilege. And all of a sudden, there's a scary push. And Foggy might not be entirely ready to defend.
Not after losing the 2 bears, I guess. He has 4 more bears in queue. Hopefully he doesn't misrally them. Doesn't look like it. No fairies. He built an engine of wind, but that one was cancelled. Did we talk too soon?
Siphon mana and the water elementals are so strong right now. Foggy needs lots of wisps for detonates.
Here's 1. There's 2. There's 3.
Okay, kind of sent his water elementals just freely in there. That was a...
Oversight. Oh, that
bit of a
Zork. That was important. I think without slow you can't fight.
Precious. No flame strike, but... Yeah, these bears are still scary. The Scourge Bone Chime is absolutely wonderful. A couple of rings as well on Foggy's heroes, making them more survivable. Trying to cut as much as he can. Oh, Book of the Dead. Very nice. And the archers in the back getting toasted. Oh my god, what a flame strike.
Nice comeback attempt by Meteor, surrounding the Beastmaster as well. There's staffs, but still. Demon Hunter, no mana, no more. Blood Mage can still feed. Level 2 Siphon, of course. Maybe mispositioned the Flame Strike a little bit. Not that good at memory, this Meteor guy. Saves the Blood Mage. Archer still alive. And Foggy with a big supply lead now.
Dude, even as a kid, I wasn't good at memory. If I played that today, oh my god, I would be lucky if I get a correct square once.
A lot of brain damage has happened since the childhood. I would be the same. I would be the same. I wonder how our parents still stayed so good at it. At least mine were good.
I don't think mine were very good. I had a friend who was an absolute genius with that. Yeah, isn't that what they say? That intelligence has partly to do with how well you pick up information and how well you keep information? That's my big downfall, Neo. You know, I can pick up some information, but it never stays. It always goes bye-bye.
I feel you. I feel you. As the floodgates open, I consume and consume and consume, and nothing stays between the ears.
Foggy trying to continue to creep while being active with his heroes. He was punished a few times for that this game. Some bears getting caught and stuff. But in the end, it's looking wonderful. For our Ukrainian friend.
Last time we said that, it all turned around real quickly, but yeah, he gets one of the last camps on the map. Everything is well protected. Flame strikes too late because the town portal is already in progress, and Beastmaster is getting close to the BBB.
Yeah, Foggy is normally a big fan of the Quill Beast. Not so much a bear boy as myself, but I would imagine here he's still gonna go bear, right? Because the great thing is that thing can blink, and the bear with blink don't care about no wall.
True that. Also, Flame Strike doesn't affect it as much. It's a very, very, very good summon. Is it the best summon?
What is the best summon? I feel like we've talked about this before.
Probably Infernal.
Infernal? Nah, the Warden Ultimate.
Ah, yeah.
Imba.
What does it
As far as
count?
normal summons go, though, it might be the Bash Bear. Phoenix? Oh, Phoenix also pretty cool. I love the Phoenix. That's such a cool spell.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I like the big orange bird.
Big orange bird.
I gotta say, even though it's a little blasphemy, Phoenix is oftentimes a little underwhelming when we see it in action.
I've seen it win a few games, but yeah, normally when you get it, you're either won already anyways, or you got no chance. But if you're ever in a game, and this happens very rarely, like I've seen Blood Mage first human expansions on Echo Isles against Orc, and both just stay on tier 2 forever. If it's only tier 2, oh baby.
Oh yeah.
Does the Phoenix have a good time? Doomguard? No, Doomguard is pretty bad.
It's a guaranteed kill, though. That's nice.
The town is under siege.
Can you heal doomed units? Yeah, right?
Yeah, but it still does lethal damage.
Yeah, but just keep healing it. You know?
Yeah.
Level 3 Holy Light all day.
There's videos about it on YouTube by Funny Warcraft. He did it to the max. Also, that's a way to get multiple Doom Guards at the same time. If you delay the kill of the first doomed unit for so long that the cooldown is off and you doom another unit, you know, you can get multiple Doom Guards at the same time.
Hell yeah. Get that Doomguard army. Doombringer. We got fairies coming.
Yep.
Foggy is taking his time today. He does not want to throw this one away. Kind of surprised he's not expanding though.
How much gold is left? 2,000. You can wait that out and then waddle over. Or, okay. Thought for a second he's expanding now, but no, it's just a scout wisp.
A player's
Nice
If
how
Foggy
it's-
wins,
Yeah.
is Lynn gonna play Farseer again?
Maybe he sees the little ping advantage he got and then think, okay, come on. I have a fallback net of like one map. I can do it again.
I'd like to see it. I'm sure he knows that he made some mistakes. And maybe he can improve on those. Here he is, by the way, the BB Bash Bear.
Yes, we
Jumping
love
into
that.
the main base. And that's so hard to deal with. It's just so
12.
tanky. So tanky.
Yeah, usually you say against summon, just dispel it, bro. Well, good luck dispelling 1200 HP.
Misha. Takes up 2 peasants, and this can be done time and time again.
So annoying. Yeah. After you dealt with the first Blink Bash Bear, there's a second Blink Bash Bear. It's just a force of nature, this thing, even though it's called differently.
Yeah. I like that Blizzard also tried to give a warning to us, you know. Many of us, especially as children, thought bears, you know, pretty slow. We can run away from them. But if you've ever seen a grizzly in a wildlife movie, you know, that shit ain't happening. That bear's gonna catch you. He's fast, just like this bear. So apparently the best thing is just stand there and hold your ground and sometimes even scream or something. Which, oh my god, can you imagine that? You're out in the wild and a grizzly is charging at you.
At least, like, if you go down then, you go down looking like a hero. Looking like badass if you scream at a bear.
But what if you're
Depends
alone?
on...
Nobody sees it. You gotta hold out your phone, do your last selfie, and just scream at the bear.
Yo,
Proof to the afterworld.
I'm here on Insta Live. I'm just getting chased by a bear. I'm not too sure what to do, but I'm just gonna yell.
What's going on, guys? Remo here. Just saying. Today we're out in the wild and...
You see this bear is pretty hungry, right? Whenever I'm hungry, I'm getting my Huel to get rid of it. It's a pretty epic fight. This
Today's video is
AoE,
sponsored
dude.
by Wildlife Preservation.
This AoE is pretty sick. These bears are in a horrible position.
Ooh. Oh my god, it's so much damage. Wait a minute.
Yep. Dude, it's
Whoa,
still
whoa,
a
whoa, whoa.
lot of supply, but it's also a bit of dead supply.
Where's the swords? Where's the slow?
Oh,
They couldn't cast it because of the fairies.
What?
Oh!
It just
Oh, whoops.
evaporated.
Rip. And look how good these archers were. They've always put in some more
Yeah.
damage. I would have loved to see marksmanship as well. They didn't get that, but they did put in lots of right clicks.
Did he attack his own archmage? He was down so quickly and was denied, apparently.
I think it was his own flame strike.
Oh, a flame strike, yeah. Hey. It's now. This is desperate. Meteor apparently enjoying his time in this tournament.
And kind of surprised Foggy didn't go for a Zeppelin. Zeppelin would be great here. Load in some bears, drop them in the back. Skadoosh.
I love flame strike Blizzard. But this archmage, man.
Ouch!
This happened to Meteor against Kaho already. Gotta protect the old man better.
Yeah, it's really hard to kite with this army, especially if you have no breaker front line. It's very tough to make this happen.
Look at this blood
now
mage. Heal. Oh,
a bit
okay,
too
invo
far.
potion.
Yeah, that was the last info potion.
Yep. And he's
Good
behind
luck.
enemy lines. Oh, wow. He's stuck with a handful of bears. I want to see him scream. Not the case, though. GG's! And Foggy versus Lin is our lower bracket final.
Alright, rematch time. Foggy still has a chance. A little bit wobbly bobbly there. But you know, Lin, he made some mistakes earlier as well. Normally, I would say Foggy, this one is perhaps a step too far, but hey, maybe he can do it.
Let's see. We're gonna go into the last game of today's TED Cup group after a little break. And then, of course, we have the Back to Warcraft Weekly Cup. Sign up. cup.backtowarcraft.com every Friday, 7 p.m. See you in a bit with the last series of the day.